May 3rd, 1942. With the arrival of the Second Hungarian Army and several divisions of the Wehrmacht to the southernmost edge of the Eastern Front, the Axis chain of command is in danger of being overwhelmed already before the beginning of Case Blue. Therefore, to alleviate the pressure on von Rundstedt, who retained command of Army Group South, this week the Germans established the Army Command Anton under the leadership of General Schörner. Howdy folks, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new weekly episode of War in the East 2. There are several things that need to be done this week and also several aspects that I need to discuss. And so without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So I mentioned Schörner because, Command Anton was historically established, I think, on this week. And historically, Wilhelm List took command of Command Anton, which will become Army Group A in the near future. But then I realized too late that List is already commanding the 12th Army, so I think the AI just assigned Schörner randomly. And interestingly, about Schörner, I noticed that when I hopped into the logistics phase report, that he lost like one admin rating point. I think he went from 8 to 7, and he lost one initiative rating point, I assume from 9 to 8. And honestly, I have no idea of why. So first of all, I didn't even know that this could have happened. So in case you see this in your campaigns, folks, just, you know, it's happening, it's normal. Nobody likes it, but yeah, shit happens. And then one thing that kind of frustrated me at the beginning was to see that all of the Koluft units have been renamed, which is a bit of, let's say, confusing now, because I assume that now the FA means Ferne Abteilunggruppe or something like that, but Fern means distance, and Nahe or Nähe means close. So these are the short range and long range air recon groups, which is a bit of annoying because now, like I have here these weird numbers, and I was used to the Koluft system, but yeah, anyway, there are much worse things to think about, such as, for instance, I noticed that Army Group South is overwhelmed. Von Rundstedt is overwhelmed, so I will need to play around with the chain of command down here. But before going into the chain of command, one thing that I wanted to briefly discuss is the additional reserves of the Soviet Union, which means 150,000 men were added to the Soviet manpower pool, which is worrying. And also the next week, the 24th Panzer Division will finally arrive on the Eastern Front. But besides that, here, if you look at the manpower pool, the Soviets now have 240,000 roughly men, and what was kind of concerning for me was to see that now the Red Army is officially outnumbering the Axis forces by just 100,000 men. This could be the beginning of the, let's say, peak of the Red Army manpower, especially because in 1942 all of the units of the Red Army that the Red Army will receive will be at full strength. Which means that, yeah, now I'm really into a race against time. No worries, it's not yet time to launch Case Blue, because the weather is still pretty bad here in southern Russia, but it is time this week to finish the redeployment of the 4th Panzer Army. And but before doing this, the last thing that I wanted to discuss about comes here from the reinforcements and transfers schedule button. Like, besides the 15th Infantry Division and the 3 Panzer Divisions here, the 17th Infantry Division will be sent to Western Europe, as well as the 23rd. And this is like screwing up a little bit my plans for shifting the infantry divisions of the 4th Army southwards, because what I have to do now is to reroute the 372nd Infantry Division, which was supposed to go to the 16th Army, down to the 4th Army. Because I really, I think I said it already last week, but I really hate to realize that I need to micromanage my units in a static section of the front while I'm busy advancing and conquering lands in southern Russia. And so the 372nd will arrive in Kaluga, and next week we'll relieve the 23rd Infantry Division, exactly. The 7th Flieger goes to Königsberg, the 15th as well. Okay, yeps. And so here I have received a static division, which will be sent anyway in the sector of the 4th Army. And the reason here being that I want to put it here in Malo Yaroslavets to then liberate one infantry division, maybe the 7th, or yeah, I will liberate the 263rd and shift it southwards to finally liberate also these units down here. And remember the 252nd? Well, this unit will now replace the 17th Infantry Division here. And yeah, let's also assign it to the OKH already. And yes, it's fine. Like this. And let's reassign the 252nd to the 13th Army Corps. And we are almost good to go, because now I just need to reassign the 47th Army Corps to the 4th Panzer Army, whose HQ is still in Vyazma. My bad, I forgot to move it last week. And okay, so let's just move up the Das Reich. Yeah, let's liberate the train station here. And the 258th will join the ranks of the 2nd Army, namely the 35th Army Corps, which is good. And yeah, my plan was maybe to shift a bit of the 2nd Army down here, or and then fill this gap with a bit of the 6th Army and a bit of the 4th Panzer Army. But yeah, so let's I think I will do it later. Now I need to redeploy the rest of the 4th Panzer Army. Actually, yeah, let's move them to Oriol. And let's also move the HQ of the 4th Panzer Army down here for the time being. And let's reassign the 331st. It's a very good division, I must say. By fighting here over winter with just 7 victories, its morale really skyrocketed. But still, it's a bit too small to take part in any meaningful offensive action. And let's assign to the 31st Army Corps, motorized Army Corps, even though it's not really motorized anymore. And oh yes, I still have the 8th Panzer Division. As well as the 2nd Motorized Infantry Division. And do I have some more units? Let me see. So let's also reattach now the 11th Army to Army Command Anton. Or, well, actually no. So Army Group A will advance into the Caucasus. Let me quickly and briefly check the renamings. Command, exactly, so Army Group South will become Army Group B, which will be tasked of advancing against Stalingrad and Astrakhan, while Army Group A will advance into the Western Caucasus. And so, yes, I need to adjust the chain of command here. So the 17th Army now will be part of Army Command Anton, as well as the 1st Panzer Army, as well as the 5th Army. Yes, and they are good to go. Army Command Anton moves to Stalino, while Army Group South moves to, I don't know, Belgorod. And yeah, it's a bit awkward to have the 11th Army attached here, but I think that the 11th Army does not have, is let's say too big to be attached to to Command Anton. And so now the 6th Army can finally join Army Group South together with the 2nd Army. Actually no, first of all let's attach the 4th Panzer Army. '78. I think I might even stuff the 2nd Army down here. Oh yes, 102 out of 108. Amazing. This is brilliant. Perfect. Yes. And then, what else I wanted to do? Yeah, just relocate. Yeah, just shuffle around some units. I just to avoid making a super long video, I will just briefly do it off camera, and then I will comment on it. Okay, so I'm back. I just realized that yeah, I'm reaching the command limit of Army Group South, and what I just did was to reassign basically the units of the 41st Motorized Army Corps to the 46th. No, the 47th. Yeah, to the 47th Motorized Army Corps, which is now needs to be brought down here. And I can still attach one mobile unit to the 4th Panzer Army, but then I think, yeah, so I don't know if I can send, or I'm a bit undecided whether to send the 20th Panzer Division or to send the 20th Motorized Infantry Division, or the 14th. Actually, I think I will send the 14th, and then I think next week I will attach the 2nd Army to Army Group Center, and then keep reinforcing the 4th Panzer Army. Yeah, I think I will do this. And oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to detach the 40th motorized army corps to the 2nd Panzer Army. And now, yes, now we have the or I can do one thing, yeah, I can bring the Grossdeutschland down here. No. Let's see, who else? Yes, this should do it. Okay, the 24th, the 46th, 47th, and the 56th. Yeah, this... they should do it. Let's see now if Army Group South... Okay, I can still put 2 more units. And the Das Reich is one of these. Okay. Yes. And von Manstein's 56th Army Corps is here. Okay, so let's redeploy the 6th Army northwards. Because ideally I would like to have the 6th Army opening a breach here, or I can do this actually. Yeah, like 1 Army Corps of the 6th Army opens a breach over here with the support of the 2nd Army, and then do I have a depot? Yes, and then the 4th Panzer Army exploits and races towards Voronezh, basically. And so the rest of the 6th Army advances here. Yes, I think that the 53rd Army Corps will be the most will be the one responsible for opening the breach over here. And then I can reassign yes, the 2nd Army down, or yeah, let's leave it here just for the time being and keep it here in reserve. Or no, let's do this. Yeah, so I want to extend the front line here of the 2nd Army and regroup the 8th Army Corps. Yes. And meanwhile, let's also reinforce or bring in position the 4th Panzer Army. So we said I could still attach one division to Army Group South, which will go to the 4th Panzer Army, and for the time being, let's just send the 14th motorized infantry division. Okay. To the 46th Motorized Army Corps. 46th, exactly. So now Army Group South is full, I would say. Exactly 108 out of 108. Army Command Anton still has enough space for some units. Okay, and let's liberate the 16th Motorized Army Corps. And since we are here, let's also move forward the 17th Army. So I want to regroup by corps, like... Okay, so... 1... Okay... Oh damn, I should have moved. Anyway, then I will move the 34th Army Corps over here. And the 4th Mountain Infantry over here in the second line. And well, since the action will take place in this area, let's also send the 17th Army here to have every unit in a very close command range. And the 1st Panzer Army. How many units I can one division in the 1st Panzer Army. No, I have the 24th Panzer coming, so I think that the 24th will join the 1st Panzer Army. And yeah, so let's... Oh yeah, let's bring it here northwards. My god, here resupplying all this salient would be like a nightmare. Yes. And yeah, so here there is not even enough space to keep all the units. Oh my god. Do I have enough depots here? I think I'm gonna build one in Krasny Luch. One in Matveyev Kurgan, just priority 3. One in Debaltsevo, absolutely. Priority 3. And I'm sure I have also the FBD. Yes, I have the FBD 3 here, which should draw some supplies to this sector. And let's just assign supply priority 3 here, supply priority 2, supply priority 2, okay, the 5th Army, yeah, supply priority 2, and so hopefully some freight here will still reach the 17th Army and the 4th Panzer Army. Yes. Okay, here is done. Army Command Anton is in position. The Italians are in position, the Hungarians are in position. The 6th Army is in position. Maybe let's bring it here. Let's move the FBD-4 here. And let's finish up moving the 4th Panzer Army. Like here. Okay. Von Manstein's, let's say the hero of Stalingrad, of Leningrad, in position. Oh yeah, the 14th still has to wait before reaching the front line, and this time let's just assign the priority level 3, priority level 2 to the 2nd Panzer Army, and to the 2nd Army level 3, and the 6th Army still level level 3. What else? I can check for the supplies, but I would say they are in a pretty good situation. Or actually, no. Okay, so this week let's still leave it like this. Let's see how much freight I can manage to stockpile in Kursk and in these depots here, or even better, let's move it to level 3. And okay, here I have my infantry units, and oh yes, in the sector of the 3rd Panzer Army. I need to move one unit southwards, and yeah, I would say that it's done. We are getting ready for Case Blue, and let's see. Yeah, I think that's all. Oh no, sorry, one more thing that I wanted to do, and I always forget to do. Yeah, let's just replace von Briesen with model. Okay. Hans Jordan. Yeah, he's a decent general, but I want model to lead the attack of the 52nd Army Corps. And yeah, so that's it, folks, for this week. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I wish you all the best, and stay tuned for a new episode that will come, as always, next week.